Hey guys, this is Swapnil. Hope you all are doing well. In this short audio clip, I am going to discuss about the basics of formation of company with regards to the members of the company. So let's quickly start. In case of private company, the company should have minimum number of two members who would be subscribing their names to the memorandum of the company. In case of public company, the company should have minimum number of seven members who would be subscribing their names to the memorandum of the company. And in case of one person company, the company should have only one member as a member of the company. That means in case of an OPC, you cannot have more than one person as a member. Now let's look at the maximum limit of the members of the company. In case of private company, the company can have maximum number of 200 members. Now here there are a few points that should be given due importance in making the calculations of 200 members. That is, in case of joint shareholders, you should be counting them as a single shareholders. In if a person is in employment of the company and is also a member of the company, then he should not be included in the number of members. Also, the person who has formerly been into employment and was the member of the company and at present he has ceased to be into employment but is still the member, then such person should not be included in the number of member. In case of public company, the company can have any number of members as there is no maximum ceiling on the number of members in case of public company. And in case of one person company, the company should have only one person as a member. That means in case of OPC, you cannot have more than one person as a member. Now, the Companies Act 2013 states that a company should be formed for a lawful purpose. So, let's understand what is lawful purpose in simple terms. Lawful purpose means any activity that is not forbidden by law. Also, it should not be illegal, it should not be invalid, and it should not be a fraudulent activity. It should contain all the essential elements of contracts and arrangements, etc. Further, the company can be formed as a company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee, or an unlimited company. But it is specifically stated that a specified IFSC should only be formed as a company limited by shares. That means it is not allowed to be formed as a company limited by guarantee or an unlimited company. If you want to know more about what is a specified IFSC, then you can search it on my YouTube channel that I have already shared an audio clip on that topic. So guys, to sum up, that a private company should have minimum 2 and maximum 200 members who shall be subscribing their names to the memorandum of the company. 200 should not include the present employees of the company who are members, past employees who were the members but have now ceased to be in employment but still continues to be the member, joint shareholders who should be treated as a single shareholder. For public company, the minimum limit is 7 members and the maximum there is no limit. For an OPC, the minimum as well as the maximum limit is one member only. So guys, thank you so much for listening and stay connected for more such updates.